Welcome back, everybody. Week 2, Jaden and I. Jaden, how we doing?
Not too bad, eh? Almost a perfect weekend for me. How about you?
Not a good weekend. We'll talk about it. Bad everywhere. Only my Nuggets do
Yeah.
well now. Football sucks. It'll be good again, though. It'll be
Honestly,
good
I
again.
I know your weekend was like shit. I know a guy with a worse weekend. I will say.
Hmm. Who?
I had a cousin, Archie Patrice. He went 0 for 4 this weekend. He coaches for
Oh,
Frenchtown. They got upset. Carroll lost. He went to Carroll. Griz lost, and then his Titans lost on Sunday.
that's so tough.
Just a
That's so
brutal
tough.
weekend.
Especially the upset for high school. You
Yeah,
know that hurts.
they were the 1 seed too, undefeated.
Damn. Well, we're back week 2. Got some good feedback from everyone. Like we said, we're loving doing it, having some fun. Let's jump to immediately the divide.
Yeah.
And last week was a tough one for Mr. Schmidt. Grizzlies 30-14. Two quarterback system sucks. I can't stand it. And we can barely run the ball with these linemen. Defensively, great start to the game. And then they got piss pounded, and our DBs got torched. I think he had almost 300 passing yards, 227, but still three touchdowns. Just, yeah, it was tough.
I was there actually. I don't know if you knew that. I was there.
I did.
I will say this.
I did
Yes, the two QB system's costing you gravely. It's terrible.
bad.
But I will say the bigger problem is you guys, it's not that you guys can't run the ball. You guys like refuse to. I'm pretty sure it was like the third drive or the second drive till you handed it off to Gilman finally.
I know. I don't understand why they don't force feed him. Even 2nd and 9. I mean, I understand like he's a running back that's going to typically get more carries situationally or in the goal line. But now when we're coming to the biggest game of the year, unless you're saving this plan for the Cats, which I know is not happening because this was a bigger game almost because we could have been seated higher playoff wise. It is just all around not the best effort.
No, and I actually have some stats on the running backs too. So Gilman was 8 for 21 with a long of 24. Osmo was 6 for 8 with a long of 4. That's combined for 14 of 29 out of the 27 for 77.
Yep.
That's
Yep. Non-existent.
that's not what
Non-existent.
that's not what you need from your bell cows. Also, I don't think it's helping Gilman or Osmo or the O line at all that you guys are always passing on first down. And then if that's incomplete, it's second and long. It's an obvious rundown.
It's always incomplete. That's the thing. I mean, 90% of the time, unless it's a check down, there's so many wasted plays for the Grizz.
Oh, absolutely. And
And
wasted drives. Like complete the whole first half Ayat series were terrible. Like Fife was hot. Fife dealt in that first drive and
yep.
then goes three and out the next drive, but that was on Cole Grossman dropping that third down ball. That was a perfectly placed ball.
Here's the thing with the split QBs. Ayat is obviously a playmaker, does not read a college defense well yet. Fife, on the other hand, reads the defense better, but also is riskier because he constantly is throwing one interception a game. So it's a give and take of, do you want the playmaker who had the most, he had our most rushing yards, which is disgusting.
Bad.
Do you want the playmaker to pick up, some random scrambles and, hope on that? Or do you want to go with someone that's consistent enough to the point where you want to play him and then he throws an interception?
Yeah, that first pick or that Ayat pick or not Ayat, that Fife pick was terrible. I rewatched that play, saw from the
Yeah.
back end. He tried to look off the safety. The safety did not bite at all. And then yeah.
I've never liked some of the Grizz pump fakes or the way they look off safeties because I've seen a lot of interceptions of them just casually brushing the shoulder, looking back the other way, and then it's just gone.
Well, also he didn't like I don't know if looking he did try to look off. Looking off is the right word. But he didn't look up. I think he looked at the slot. Whoever was on the right slot, probably Bergen. That's the guy who was looking at. You gotta look at like you gotta look at the rail route on the outside. Like you have to make that
Exactly.
safety move. And like that safety took
Exactly.
one step to the left, saw Ayat's eyes would come back right, and then just made a play on the ball. The Ayat pick was arguably worse though. He threw right to two guys.
exactly. And our receivers, they're good, but they're not game changers. I mean, Keelan White's a great receiver. He's going to get you a versus an average team, 75 yards, 6 catches, touchdown or two. But these tough games, I mean, they're not big moment receivers to me, at least not yet. Season's not over, but it just was disappointing. And then defensively, like I already said, they had a good start with the energy of Outlaw Griz happens every game.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the other team I mean, let's be honest, UC Davis has some dogs.
Oh, Davis has dogs, and there's a reason they're number 4 in the country, 3 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
No,
They're
3.
they
They're
just
4,
had they just
4,
had
4.
better.
Yeah,
This was like, in my opinion, to sum it up really quick. Grizz exploded in the beginning, close game, and then the better players, the other team start taking over.
yeah. They also had a great scheme. Did you see the thing where they had a 31 name plays to handle the noise?
No,
Yeah,
no, I did not.
he said the head
That's
coach
smart.
the head coach afterwards says they like doubled their 1 name play count for the noise, and like obviously first quarter they were rattled. By the way, Free McDonald's did not know Wargers did that. That's nice.
No, I was so pissed after that game for a couple of days. I didn't want to see anything Grizz related because it's just been like mid all year games, like kind of interesting, kind of not. Obviously, the loss in South Dakota was, like a good game at least. So this was like the first, like, are we legit? And,
Yeah.
I think at the Grizz best of this team, I think they can make it a close game at home, but they're not going to play UC Davis at home again. So,
No, you guys lost
but,
that chance this week.
yep, yep. So that's all right. We'll talk about Portland State soon, but Sac State, yep, MSU.
Fun one, yeah. No, Earth, Wind, and Fire look good. Obviously, Adam Jones led the way, 5 carries, 159 yards with a long of 79. Yeah, he's good. Scotch Ray Humphrey, 12 for 129. Julius Davis, 15 for 76. Ty McCullough got a jet sweep on the first drive for 1 for 64. Obviously, Cats had 500 yards on the ground, record-breaking day. Yeah, I
First
mean,
time 10-0.
yeah, first time 10-0, looking to go 11-0. But I mean, yeah, there was a reason I didn't go to this game. It was
No, and I will be 1000% honest with you. I did not watch it. I did not look at anything until today when we started talking about the podcast.
Yeah, you didn't need to. I watched the first half and I was like, yeah, we're fine. I watched the first play out of the second half just because another game I was watching was on halftime. So I watched it. I saw Scotch Ray. The run got called back for a BS holding call, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, Scotch Ray busted like 75 yards. It was Sac State's not good. Sac State is not good this year.
No, nope, totally agree. And I think it's going to be similar next week. Portland State's not a good team. We're not as dominant as Montana State, but Portland State is not a good team. One of the worst defenses in the Big Sky. Also, do not throw the ball well. So that one's going to be pretty simple. I think the Grizz get that one done because that might be their last win of the season. We'll see. I'm hopeful it's not, but a lot of people from the Bozeman, Gallatin area will say it is.
See, you say this one's gonna not be close. I disagree. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna hate it. So I did the numbers. I did some math in conference play here.
Okay.
And what I picked up was against Idaho. Let's go in what I think is order. It's probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Against Idaho, Sachere, their quarterback, 185 passing, 25 yards rushing, 2 tugs. That's 205. Against Sac State, 245 passing, 165 rushing, and 5 tugs. That's 410 total. Against MSU, he didn't do anything. I'm not even going to say those stats. Against Idaho State, 216 passing, 202 rushing, 6 tugs. That's 418 total. Against Davis, he had 259 passing, 38 rushing. They really bottled him up on the ground. And 3 tugs. Griz don't play well against mobile quarterbacks. This guy could seriously be a problem. The defense is not good. I'm not talking about the defense.
No.
All I'm saying is the over is 63.5. I'm smashing.
That's all we need. We need to play.
That.
We're good against bad defenses. That's all we need. It's going to be. I think. They played Sac State, so they let Sac State up 38 points. Like, think about the difference of the Cats playing them versus obviously Portland State, and they scored 58. So like, I don't know. I think the Grizz have to play a bad defense, and I think that they'll dominate. But I get your point. I mean, when mobile quarterbacks come to Wild Grizz, I've been at some games where it's a little bad. It's a
Not
little
great.
hectic, and our white corners aren't getting there.
No, no. Well,
Our
actually, your
white safe.
safeties did have a good game. Ryder and
Yeah,
Jackson Lee both led the team in tackles. I will say, this pains me to say, Ryder is actually a pretty good tackler in open space. He did not miss a
he,
lot Saturday night.
he is. Yeah, he's a heat-seeking missile for sure. He's like Robbie Hauk. I mean, to
Yeah,
be honest, it's a great tackler, fast. He plays the same position,
yeah,
so
he's playing that role.
great tackler. But I mean, that's all you're going to get
Yeah.
when your safeties are your leading tacklers. It's instead of your linebackers. It's kind of
Not great.
tough. But let's jump to the
Whoa,
game of the week.
whoa. One more. All right.
Okay.
Betting lines came out today. It's Wednesday when we're filming this, so betting lines came out. Grizz open as 17.5-point favorites. Over-under set at 63.5. The Grizz are 2-7-1 against the spread.
Yeah, 17 might be a lot.
17.5 is a lot.
That might be a lot. But this also might be the last hoorah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean,
This might be.
we'll find out how technical this Davis loss was for the morale of the team.
I think they win by like 14. 17.
I was gonna
it's gonna be
take
close.
I was gonna take the 17 for Portland State.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope you would. I'd expect you to.
Not a great team.
Me.
They cannot cover.
No, no, they can't.
All right, we can move on to
And
the Cats now. That's all I had.
no, that's a good point. I didn't even look at the spread. I forgot it came out today, so that's good shit. What's the spread of MSU UC Davis?
Cats open as 7.5, and the over/under is set at 60.5.
7.5
Mm-hmm.
on the road.
I'll let you talk first before I talk.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'll let you talk first before I talk. What's your feeling on this game?
I love UC Davis in this game.
Really?
This is the first. I think the Cats will do. Will do great this season. I do think they'll go far. I'll tell you that before I trash them for 1 week because I think this is their first punch in the mouth. I think UC Davis throws the ball so well that the Cats haven't seen a passing game like this, and I think it's going to be really tough for them to win there because Cal Poly probably, I don't know when the last time they've been this good.
Cal Poly?
This is the biggest game of the year. They're gonna have a lot of momentum down in California.
It's for the Big Sky title. Like
Yeah,
next
exactly.
week has nothing to do with it. Whoever wins this game wins the Big Sky title.
That's why a sneaky Griz game might come. I can't believe that's so soon, Cat Griz, to be honest.
Next week?
Next week, but we'll get to that next week. We'll do an extra long episode next week.
Absolutely.
All right, tell me how you feel because obviously you know how I feel. I'm excited for UC Davis on this one.
Okay. I think what you said is correct. They have a great passing game. Landon Larson is dog. I don't think they have the dogs up front. I really don't. And then on defense, let me talk about Davis's no. Let me talk about Davis's O versus Cats D. They'll get yards. I don't think they get points though. I think they have to settle for 3 a lot. And then I think in fourth quarter is when we really show.
They were running some really good
rotation.
goal line plays. They were running some great goal line plays.
Well, I mean, their whole scheme is actually really fun to watch. A lot of trickeration.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I watched a college game that it's not NCAA football that had 2 double passes in it.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing everything.
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
And the first one had a check down. Like, usually a double pass is like one route, and like it's.
That's right.
I'm gonna throw it to this guy. Right. The first one literally had a check down that they hit.
Gotta love. He's got his 1 and 2. He's got his reads.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's gonna be close at half. It's either like I can easily see Davis being up like 3-7 at half, and I could be okay with it. I think fourth quarter is when it hits. That's when that defensive line gets tired for UC Davis, because the Cats' O line is nothing like Davis has seen. They've been in close games all year. They won a close one in Idaho. They have a very questionable win against Portland State with that catch. Every other game was like close-ish, not really, but like I think this is the week where we show. I get the Cats' schedule has not been the best. I understand, But also look at what we are doing to teams. It's not close. We just put up 500 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Like Tommy Millott is averaging two
Bad
two
team. Yep.
quarters. Yeah. Tommy Millott is averaging 2 quarters a season. Our starting defense has played 2 total games.
Bad teams. Yep.
Yeah, bad teams. I'm aware. All I'm saying is there's levels to this shit in the big sky, and this is when it shows. We are the wagon, we are the fucking boogeyman, and this weekend is when we prove it.
Well said. This is my only thing I get to go off of. This is like my last thing before the Cats get the playoff is the teams thing. So if they get the win this week, then I have to go into Cat Griz really humbled, which I'm about 90% humbled. But if the Cats are coming off the loss,
Well, I mean, there's always yeah.
I don't know. I might rather play the Cats off a really grueling win.
Yeah, I think Cats off a dub would be better than Cats off an L. Cats off an L would just be pissed because then we just lost the Big Sky. We just lost home field to the playoffs.
And then this beat up. Yeah, I think okay, so I think it's a win-win for me this week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. As a Griz fan, I think it's a win-win
over.
Yeah, I think Cats win, better chance for Griz. And then when I get to that day, different story. But and then if the Cats lose, Cats lose. So I will definitely watch this game. This is gonna be good.
It does 9 o'clock tip off or kickoff for you? No. It's 8. It's 8. 6 o'clock kickoff Mountain Standard.
Yep, exactly. I think yeah. Whoops, I gotta get behind my yeah. 8 o'clock, Cat Griz, 2 o'clock my time. Weird. Cat Griz will be late for me. Cat Griz is always early. I gotta wait till 2.
Yeah, it's at noon. Yeah. Well, honestly, you can get drunk and sleep in. It's kind of nice.
I can go to the gym and write an essay, ride a bike, then watch the game.
And then
I'm excited. So, okay. Score prediction.
For this game?
Yeah. This is interesting what you say because I'm wondering what you think it'll be. As in if it's low scoring, high scoring, close game.
It's high scoring. It's high scoring. Davis has 27. We have either 38 or 41.
Okay. So
I said, it's a one-score game at half. Second half, we come out and dominate.
You know what might be a great bet for this game, which I know they won't do because it's an FCS game, but if you could pick
first half,
UC Davis first half, Montana State second half, I'd rock that for sure.
Yeah, no, Montana Sportsbook sucks, so they won't have it.
No, and it's FCS, so they only have like spread over under alternates, not even player props or anything. So
no, they actually have player props this year, player parlays. Yeah. Yeah, I've been actually cashing in on those.
Yeah, I feel like you could win a lot of money with the smaller guys because you can really kind of know. Like imagine like a lot of campuses, you know the players. You'd be like, "Yo, I need like 50 yards, bro."
Hit that. Yeah, no. Cats against Eastern actually won some money. That was the last one. My one last week did not hit. I was winging a prayer and then on a McCade O'Reilly pick, and he had. First play of the game, he had a shot, and then there was another like tip up.
What year is that kid, dude? How old is he?
I think he's a junior.
Yeah.
I want to say junior. Senior.
God, it's like I've heard his name for fucking 10 years.
He had an older brother.
That makes sense. I feel like I've heard O'Reilly. Forever Milan.
Callahan O'Reilly.
Who was this is bad, I don't remember. Who was the Griz or the Cats running back? Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Afonso,
yeah. Those were fun. Those were fun talks with Afonso.
Run through a motherfucker's face, Afonso, yeah.
Yeah. He's a dog. He's a dog for sure. I'm pretty sure we saw him like in Bozeman at a bar or party. I don't remember.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I think it was young. I think it was freshman year of college. But all right. Anything else? I'm excited for this game.
I had nothing. Just hoping, praying. Probably gonna eat some words. Well, hopefully not eating words. I probably think I'm right, but you can
win for the Griz.
Yeah, I got the goggles on. I got the Cats goggles on. I'm not afraid to admit.
I never would have expected UC Davis to end the year if you told me that they were going to win the Big Sky potentially.
I mean, they've always been kind of in it. Then they always just get like a key injury.
Yeah, for sure. They're
Like my
coached well, but
yeah, coached it very well.
let's get to other college games. Here is going to do a little campus legacy. And to start, I think we'll obviously go over the ranked teams that play each other because this is time of year where you're on your last breath to try and make a college football playoff.
Mhm.
23 Missouri, who at the beginning of the year I loved Junior Bergen, loved everything about Missouri. Thought their offense was really good. I think it's is his name Brady Cook? Sean, I don't know the quarterback's name. I think his last name's Cook, but I
Something
loved him a
cook.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they ended up disappointing so many times. And now they go to South Carolina, who just got a huge win. So South Carolina spread -12. What are you thinking?
Oh, mine's 12.
I know.
Well, first off,
I
Missouri's still
know.
technically in it for the SEC.
Which is crazy to
Yeah,
think about.
because there are only two losses. And I think the only one loss left is Texas. I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
LSU
you're right.
played their way out of it. Oh yeah, we've. By the way, sorry, just going back to last week. I was right on Ole Miss. Called my shot. Play the
Oh,
clip.
good
Yeah,
call.
yeah. Play the
Good
clip of
call.
me saying LSU has lightning in a bottle on offense. Just no, we don't. We suck. Fire Brian Kelly. Oh, I think they got it. I think we're.
Yeah, I don't.
I
I'm.
know. I know. The like, my dad puts it perfectly. Where fire the whole coaching staff, go recruit a defense, please. Stop getting
Oh,
transfers.
that was tough. That was tough. I remember watching that and be like, oh, did he? And his. Did your dad watch the game?
Yeah, no, I called my shot too. Actually, funny story. So like, we were tailgating, we were pre-gaming, and I run into just one of my buddy's parents, and so we're talking like the LSU game's on the TV. We're already down 2 scores. He's like, "Oh wow, you Tigers suck." I was like, "Yeah, my dad must be watching." And sure enough, like as soon as that game ends, I get a text. He just goes, "LSU sucks."
Oh my God. Oh, he's the curse, dude. He's the curse.
He's literally a curse. I swear. Yeah,
Yeah, Tigers down bad.
yeah. But back to Ole Miss, Georgia, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, Ole Miss legit. Ole
Yeah,
Miss legit. And that's
yeah.
what we'll get to Georgia soon here in a sec. But Ole Miss might be a scary team.
Jackson Dart's looking nice. Lane Kiffin. That D line is played so well. Oh my God.
Yeah, Kiffin's got the boys running. I'm
Mhm.
excited for Ole Miss. I don't know who they play this week. Let me check really quick. But yeah, that game surprised me a lot. Ole Miss this week plays. Let's see.
Look, I
They
think
play
they have a.
Florida.
Oh, they play Florida. No, LSU plays Florida. I think Ole Miss has a
Oh, they
bye.
have a bye. You're right.
Yeah.
They have a bye. It's the 23rd. So not this weekend. My apologies. But yeah, that was good. Colorado spread hit. Colorado's gonna make a run, Big 12 if they keep winning.
I don't know. Utah's looking hot. I know they just lost the Holy War very
Yeah.
controversially, but
Yep, you are right. And Utah's scary, but we are playing them at home. Thank God. Don't want to play there.
no, actually,
And
yeah. What I forgot what that stadium's called. It is actually very tough to play there.
hmm and Travis, I still don't think Sugar and Travis have played their best game yet. I don't think they've like.
I'm
I
not.
think they've had amazing games, but that statement college game. I think it'll come in the next month. I think one of these games.
Yeah. I also think hot take. I don't know who BYU plays, but they're going down. Oh, never mind. I do. All right, we'll get to that game later.
Yep, yep. That'll be soon. But yeah, so South Carolina -12. Who are you taking? First Missouri.
I'm taking Missouri in the points. Wait, is that at South Carolina?
Yeah.
I'm taking South Carolina. Never mind.
Okay. I'm with you because I was so confident in Missouri and I bet on them earlier in the year and they pissed me off so much that I'm totally taking South Carolina. And there's something about Vegas. If it's -12,
They
there's
know
something
something.
fishy there.
Yeah, they know
There's
something.
something fishy there. Next game, losers out for sure.
Hmm.
Tennessee at Georgia. Georgia's
Wait,
favored by 10.
well, yeah, no, it got announced yesterday that Tennessee's starting quarterback is out with a concussion.
Damn, when did I
Nico,
get?
yeah, Nico something.
Yeah, no, yep, he's out.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I have Georgia. If Nico's out, it's at Georgia
Yeah.
too. Tennessee does not play well at Georgia. I guess if they lose this game, they're technically still in it though. They only have one SEC loss, so
Yeah, true. That is true. Georgia back against the wall. I think Kirby gets it going. At Georgia makes it so. I don't think has Georgia lost a game at home. It's been a long
uh,
time.
it's
I
been a
think there's a
very long
streak.
time. Yeah,
I think it's like besides Alabama, maybe like 37 games or something.
Alabama and who did just lose to? Wasn't Texas?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yeah, no, Alabama and Ole Miss, and Kirby's like 48-0 against everyone else.
Yeah. Yep. That's
Yeah.
why I was surprised because I thought only Bama could beat them, but
Hmm?
not true.
Lane Kiffin's part of that Saban tree.
Yep, he is. We're both taking Georgia there. All
Mhm.
right. Another second week in a row we've talked about a Kansas game because, dude, it's so weird that they remember I was saying they're only favored by 3 against a great Iowa State team. Kick their ass.
We had our words on that one. Yep.
Yep. Yep. I thought it was gonna be so easy, but there's something about these now Kansas goes to
BYU,
BYU and
and they're only favored by they're only favored
it's
by
the same
three.
spread. It's the same spread. And BYU last week did not play well. I think they played better this week for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, we're slowly turning into a Kansas football podcast, apparently.
Yeah. Yep. Jayhawk. Rock Jayhawk.
Rock chalk.
But oh, Rock Chalk. Yeah. But I don't know on this one because I really want to touch Kansas. They're playing good. They're playing good.
I'm with you. That's the thing. We can't be on the same side again. I can't go BYU. I have affiliations to Utah.
Well,
I don't know. They learned how to play football again. I'm probably staying
no.
away from that game, betting wise. I will be watching it.
Isn't that crazy how it's 50-50 though and it's Kansas?
Yeah.
I just growing up Kansas was so bad, so it's always just like what it's only 3. I think you'd have to take BYU as a better, but God, it'd be so fun if you took it's a fun bet if it's Kansas. It's a
Yeah.
smart bet, I feel like, for BYU.
Yeah. If you already won your parlay, what time's kickoff? Does it say 8:15 p.m. Mountain Standard? If you already want a parlay that day, just sprinkle some on Kansas, I'd say.
Oh yeah, take half the winnings.
Yeah,
Take half the winnings.
maybe take like $20.
Maybe. I guess depends. I don't bet. I don't bet ridiculous amounts, so that's me betting half. I'll win like $50.
I keep trying to just go for the nuke parlay. It's not panning out, but yeah.
I lost so much money at Montana Sports Bets from constantly doing parlays that I just do singles now. I can't. I hit like 1 out of 20. I swear to God. That's why I like to think about the games individually because then when I start putting together, one of them's wrong. So this is bad to say on a podcast, but it's true. I'll be honest. I will be honest. At least I'm honest.
Yeah, hey, honesty is the best policy. You're better than me. I just wake up hungover on Saturday, wake up hungover on Sunday, and just be like, yeah, I love Kansas here.
Yeah.
Just throw
We're
that
riding.
parlay. Don't even remember who I picked. And then I'm like looking at noon, and it's like, oh, 1 hour is not hitting.
If Kansas wins this, there's no chance they'd be ranked. They don't have a good enough record. But
No,
God,
they're 3-6 right now.
yeah, there's such a bad team in the beginning of the year. But
Oh.
all right,
Yeah.
that's about it for college. Let's get to our professional picks. And once again, we'll talk Broncos because loving the spread. Give me 60 seconds to talk about last week because that was the most up and down 30 seconds of my life, emotion-wise.
I forgot about
Haven't beaten Mahomes in Kansas City since I was a freshman in high school,
Dang.
2016.
Was that even
And
Mahomes?
yeah, this is the
Wow.
beginning of Mahomes,
Oh.
I believe. What? No, nope. Good catch. It was not. I think it was Alex Smith.
Yeah.
I think the first one is Alex Smith. And oh my God, Bo Nix played so well. He played so well. And this was like, if he beat Mahomes, this like media was going to be all over the Broncos for at least 48 hours.
Oh, absolutely. Then they
And
moved on, but yeah.
yeah, because Denver's not the hugest market. So, but 2 days of Broncos are sneaky playoff team. Here we go, beat the Chiefs on the road, and then Okay, so the loss obviously happened on the block field goal.
Mhm.
It's coaching and it's Alex Forsythe. So the reason why it's coaching one is I saw on Twitter they replayed 6 or 7 field goals throughout the season, and he got blown through out of like 5 out of 6 of them. Same thing, fell on his ass. As a
Jeez.
coaching staff, how do you not see that?
How do you not change that?
Not change that. And then on Forsythe, how do you keep constantly getting trucked on the ground? I mean,
Bad technique, didn't hit the weight room over the summer. I mean, those that I can see him getting knocked on his ass. I can see him getting knocked on his ass and be like, all right, like he obviously didn't put in enough work or doesn't have the right technique. Then that
he's
goes
not
back to
good.
coaching.
He's not good.
Then that
He's
goes
not
back
good.
to coaching.
He's not good, and it's bad coaching. And it sucks because I think that was the best game we'll see of Bo Nix potentially this year because he might have more yards and more touchdowns. But decision making wise, on the road, rookie quarterback against Mahomes, literally should have won. Should have won.
Yeah, should have.
I didn't.
You
So
know some
that's
yeah, it's the Chiefs. You knew something fluky was gonna happen.
black
I
magic.
was expecting like a triple doink, like the first ever triple doink, but that one was just way more depressing.
Now after this last week, I'm starting to do like the whole like Taylor Swift NFL refs. I'm just gonna jump onto that bandwagon. I'm just gonna start hating so bad because
I've been
yeah,
on
there
that
was bad
bandwagon.
calls for the yeah. I wouldn't. I don't blame you. I mean, I bet on them in the Super Bowl, but why wouldn't I? God damn. But anyways, this week Falcons at Broncos, both similar records. Um, Coming off such a stinging loss. I think this is total bias, so you can tell me what you think. Personally, I think the defense is going to play great, and Kirk Cousins is not a mobile quarterback. We blitz more than almost any other team.
I
I think
know.
the Broncos get it done at home, but that's
You guys,
me. 2.5.
do you guys blitz more than Vikings and Flores?
Yeah, we have the most pressures, at least top three. I can 100% say we have top three in the NFL. I don't know if we're one, but it's either one, two, or three.
Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean Falcons are kind of going off the same thing. Obviously not a blocked field goal, just missed one. But
hmm hmm
I don't know.
it's kind of like it's kind of like similar teams hitting each other right in
Yeah,
the
like
middle,
same trajectory, except yeah, I guess you guys are 5-5.
trying to
Not gonna
trying to make
lie,
it's just yeah.
yeah, not gonna lie. This is I'm kind of fully back on the fins here. I'm back on the wagon. So I kind of need you
Okay.
guys to lose. We're a game and a half back. So
No, no. You had your 70-20 last year. Let us have a moment. Okay.
yeah, I'm still waiting for the good karma for not breaking the scoring record, and I just haven't seen it yet. Honestly, it's been worse.
And then
Jalen Phil,
it came back around this year because Sean Payton ran up the score on the Panthers basically, and he got chewed out for it.
yeah, it's like I'm waiting for that good karma for not breaking the scoring record. It's the opposite. Jalen Phillips has not only had one season-ending injury, he's had two. Bradley Chubb still
Yeah.
hasn't been back. Two.
Best trade ever. Best
At,
trade ever.
I'm
Oh,
just.
I loved him to death too, but Jesus, did he fall off?
Chris Gruden needs to get fired. Yes, and now he's our problem. But anyway, Chris Gruden needs to get fired. That's a different story. But I'm just happy. Funny enough, I've been saying it for 3 years. Tua is a good quarterback. I don't care about the elite conversation. I do not care about the elite conversation. Tua is a good quarterback, and it took him not playing for other people to start seeing it.
He's the system that he's perfect for the system.
He is the system. He's not a
He's,
system quarterback. He is the system.
yes, he is the main rotating gear in that offense.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
All right,
So
we can stop talking.
I have
We have a bad one this week.
also for everyone I beat Jaden in fantasy because he forgot to set his lineup.
I did not. They
Um,
literally announced Trevor Lawrence was going to be out 5 minutes before kickoff.
you're so lucky that what was it, Brian Thomas and what was the other receiver you have? Drake London played too because I think they were also game time.
Yeah, no. Well, I like what? I'll go to my bench and they also just have like the red Q right there. Like I'm in shambles right now. I just got CMC back in my other league. Dak literally lost the ball in the sun. Like no one cares about fantasy football. Let's move on.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Another great game this week. Ravens at Steelers. Who do you think will take it? Ravens -3 is the spread.
I it's a classic NFC North game, so bet the under.
And the Steelers usually do beat the Ravens, and it's at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but the Ravens have Derrick Henry this year. I'm going Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Last week I bet against the Steelers. I didn't think they'd do it. Then they proved me wrong. They played the Commanders, though. I'm with you. Ravens minus.
Ravens are way better than the Commanders.
Yes, night and day. And they beat the Commanders, which actually was actually not that bad of a game. But
yeah,
Ravens right now, Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, like I said last week, those the top three.
Yeah.
And Lions. Sorry, I forgot about Lions. That's AFC though.
NFC,
or Lions are that's NFC.
Yeah, we those guys.
Biggest game of the week by far and away.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Bills, Chiefs. Bills, I wrote at the Chiefs. They're not. It's Chiefs at the Bills.
At Highmark. Yep, at Orchard Park.
Yep. -2 Bills. What do you think?
I'm with America. Like Bills have already clinched the division, so there's no point in rooting against them, other than just hatred. But I hate the Chiefs more this year because they're 9-0 and very much should not be 9-0. Regardless, I think the Bills are the better team. I don't think the Chiefs have a good team. I think the Chiefs have a good player. And speculate all you want. I think the Chiefs have the refs on their side. There's been a about 8-game sample size of them getting questionable last calls and or no calls. So I think, especially since it's in Buffalo, I feel like every Chiefs primetime game is at KC. I think the Bills get this one done. I think they run it down their throat with James Cook because the Chiefs can't stop the run. I think they get it done. Josh Allen does not need to be Superman this year.
You know what's crazy about this game? This is the biggest game of the week, and it doesn't matter at all.
No,
both teams are going to win the division.
Oh, yeah, by far, easily. And
it's just about the bye, and the Chiefs are probably going to get the bye. So the Chiefs probably have more desire to win than the Bills.
Yeah, but no, what's even more criminal of that is this one's not the primetime game.
I know, and that's our next game. So we're both rocking Bills, obviously. I fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football. Questionable game. Great spread, but flip those two because Bills Chiefs has to be on the night.
And it wasn't a thing in the front office where it was like, nah, we put the Chiefs in way too much in prime time. Like, no, they're the Cowboys. What?
That game, like they're the best team in football. Like, we want to watch them at night. I don't care how many times you do it.
Yeah, I mean. I will say, like, just looking at the records of Chargers Bengals, I would have expected like their 2 team records to be flipped. I would have expected the Bengals to be 6-3 and the Chargers to be 4-6. But it's not September anymore, so the Bengals actually care about football.
Just Harbaugh loves football.
Did you see the video of him getting pissed that he was dropping passes?
Yeah, and I also saw a video of him pretend that he brings up. Pretend to pass, yeah.
Yeah, they're both like, let's run the ball.
Dude, like that's next level. Like you don't see many NFL coaches. And maybe they do.
He's a football guy.
He's a football guy.
Yeah.
He's a football guy. He's master football guy.
Regardless, who are you taking in that game?
I wrote down Bengals 1.5 because I think this is their season. If they lose this, I think they're out. I mean, obviously not. You got to win like 4 or 5, but they've been just underperforming and giving them their best effort versus Ravens, but barely lost. I'm gonna take Bengals because I think this is their. Obviously, I like Chargers. That's me. So maybe a little bias in there, but Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, this is it, man. You guys got to get this one. Sunday Night Football.
I'm going with Harbaugh.
Football guy.
I'm going with the football guy. I might not even take the Chargers in the points though. Like I could expect this to be literally a 1-point win.
Yeah, and the Bengals fans would they'd pass away because they just constantly keep getting close and losing.
Oh, absolutely.
Other than that, not a lot of big games this week.
No, I mean Packers Bears is gonna be a blowout. That's
dude. How about
the Bears? Oh my god! What a crumble!
Oh, since the
Uh,
Commanders game, dude, that city almost hates their team again in 2 weeks.
well, I mean, they just keep doing it to themselves. This is the third sample size of it.
And Caleb Williams does not look good.
No,
He doesn't have. He's got the weapons, so I don't want to hear any crap from any
no,
Bears fan.
he has enough talent around him.
He has the weapons.
No,
The O line, sure, I'll give you that. I'll give you the O line.
no, it's their
It
OC,
doesn't
and they fired him, but it's still his scheme. And
And
the fact that he hits pocket overload, he has a huge sample size of that in college. Where if
and
his first,
Eberflus.
yeah, if his first reads, Eberflus, yeah. But I mean, if Caleb Williams' first read isn't there, you can see him just like start to panic and freak out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's actually awesome to see. So let's watching Pardon My Take. I love listening to Big Cat every Monday when he's pissed about the Bears.
Yeah. Do you
Love
hate
it.
watch? I hate watch. Did you see the Wednesday one where he was talking about the cars? He was talking about
Oh yeah,
that was fun. Great.
dude.
That's a great podcast.
Oh yeah, the GOAT podcast.
The Go podcast. Actually, there is one more good game we're not talking about.
What's that?
Manders Eagles.
Oh yeah, it's Thursday night. So like when people listen to this, it'll already happen. But okay, so
Yeah.
who do you think wins?
Eagles. It's at Philly. So
I'm gonna go Commanders.
really, I don't know.
I think
that Fangio defense is kind of starting to set in well.
I definitely agree, but dude, Jaden Daniels is so good,
That's true.
and a lot of people are saying no, Commanders might not be the best because they've lost to good teams, beat up on bad teams. Well, that's what good teams do. They have a good record. I think this is where you see the true Commanders this game. This is the true Commanders this game
So wait,
for
what?
sure.
Okay, yeah.
So I think they get it done. I do not like
Philly always hates playing the Commanders. That's like it's their kryptonite.
it came down to a field goal last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
I
if
think
they were undefeated, Taylor Heineke beat them. So
no, that Commanders have some blood with them, but that'd be a good one. Our fan forum, one of them is about what I was just talking about. Cole McManaway, Falcons at Broncos, thinks Falcons are going to shit stomp the Broncos. I'll just answer it really quick. There's no chance because Kirk Cousins is a slow piece of shit. And two, Justin Simmons' return game. I totally understand that. It doesn't matter. Our safeties are just as good as they were last year, if not better. So those two argument points are down.
Who are your safeties this year?
PJ Locke is probably my favorite because one, he blows up so many screens.
Okay,
and
he's the in the box, or he's the at the line safety.
Yeah, he's at the line safety, and they rotated a lot. Like I've seen McMillan go back there for safety as well because they'll try and run like a nickel and drop him back. But honestly, I'm trying to think who the Falcons. So they have Jesse Bates, Simmons. Yeah, they have a good secondary. But here's the thing: we are a quick pass offense, so it's the corners kind of almost. If you lock up Cortland Sutton, Bo Nix throws to like 8 different receivers, so it's not going to bother me.
Yeah, it's on if they catch the ball or not.
Yeah, I think Mile High will be jacked, and I'm excited for this one for sure. And then yeah, JL Skinner's other safety, he's been rotating in. Yeah, that's your answer, Cole. Here's to a good game. And do you have one?
I did have one. It was late in the Instagram. By the way, if you ever want to ask this question, just either DM Schmitty or I. Ask when we put out the thread on Wednesdays, and or YouTube comments. They were off last YouTube video. That's on me. They'll be on.
Good job, Jaden.
Yeah, Danny Culliver goes. Have to mention the Duke loss. Okay, we shot very bad. A lot of missed wide opens.
Danny, I love that.
A lot of missed wide opens. Okay, we shot very bad. That doesn't excuse the 2 turnovers by Cooper Flagg, literally with 10 seconds left. This is. He's young. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. You can't go ISO ball here.
This is him dribbling, looking down. Down.
You just can't go ISO ball here, okay? Let's run a set. Let's run just a screen. A screen. Give me one. Because we had back-to-back possessions of just him trying to ISO. He loses it twice. That being said, though, we are not losing in Vegas in 2 weeks, okay? That was a wake-up call. That's the worst we're going to shoot all year. We are beating Rock Chalk. I book it.
Oh, book it. Okay. Well, I can't wait to come back to that.
Ah.
Uh
Yeah,
Cooper Flagg's good.
that one might blow up in my face.
It might,
Kind
but
of
you
kind of
said
got
it.
carried
So
away there. Yeah, got carried
no,
away. Have to stick with it.
stick with it. It's on the record.
It's on the record. It's on the record.
You know what? Kentucky would have. This is funny. Kentucky would have lost that game with Calipari, and Duke would have won that game with Coach K. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. No, it was the fact that Kentucky was running actual sets that was really doing us in there.
Yeah, at 100%. All right, well, let's get to my favorite part.
That was good to get
I
off
like
the
fan
chest. I'm
form
not gonna
too,
lie. Yeah.
but
Fan form's fun. Just need to get that
it
one
is
off the
fun.
chest. I haven't talked to anyone about that one yet, so that was stewing all day.
That was tough. It's the ones that stew. That's like the Broncos Chiefs for me. It took me a couple days to even think about it again.
Oh no!
All right,
Dude, that's the difference. It's like you can't think about it. That's all I think about. That was a 24-hour sitter.
that was awesome.
Flushed it away. Ghost wiped it. It's done. It's out of my system. All right. Let's get into the slip. Fuck.
I think you have a couple of friends that are Celtics fans that listen. Tough L to the Hawks. No Trae Young.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. I watched the fourth quarter. I loved every second of it.
I didn't catch that one. Steph Curry though, dog, top 1 point guard of all time, top 3 of all time.
Where do you put? I've been waiting to ask you this. We'll dive into a little basketball this week. Why not?
Why not?
Where do you put Jokic on your list? What number? Or what section? You don't have to say exactly what number.
What do you mean? What section? Like in the top 10, in the top 15, and
like
top
five to top 10, top 15, top 25,
all time,
top 50,
all time.
Yeah. I've just been on Nuggets Twitter. It's been a thing all week, so I'm just curious what you say.
I put him at 14, probably.
That's actually higher than I thought you would.
He's young. I mean, I was gonna go 17, but he also has 2 rings, 1 ring.
I'm probably going.
He has 2 MVPs and 1 ring, right?
9 or 10. 3 MVPs, 1 ring.
Right.
Should have 4. 3 MVPs, 1 ring, 1 Finals MVP, multiple All-Star selections.
Yeah,
like
but I mean, yeah. Once you bring the hardware in, you kind of got to put him a little higher. I would have said like just skill-wise, points-wise, numbers-wise, and just watching-wise, I'd say 17. You bring in the hardware, he bumps up a few guys that don't have rings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now here's my back-end question. If, let's say, I'm just saying this because Jokic is playing absolutely unreal this year. He's averaging a triple-double.
Like always.
I'm just saying, I just want to hear, because I like asking people from a non-bias. If Jokic was to win MVP, Finals, and Finals MVP again this year, where would he jump to on your list then after that?
Assuming he's like averaging a triple-double again.
He's like, he's not going to shoot. He's shooting 50% from 3 with a triple-double right now and like 2 steals a game.
Jeez.
That's going to go down.
Obviously, but like, he goes off in the finals, has like 40, 15, and 7 type thing.
Yeah.
How many years?
I think he's second in the league in assists right now, first in rebounds, and like third in points. He's insane right now.
I don't know. Centers always get put lower than probably what they deserve, but he jumped to like either 11 or he's that 10 bubble guy, I'd say.
Yeah, because then that bubble guy is like Steph, where you got like
whoa. Steph's 5. Hold on. Steph might be top 3.
Okay, let's walk. All right, we're doing our list. We're doing our top 10 list then right now. Right now.
I gotta think. Just give me a sec.
Or do we think about it and do it next week?
Let's do it next week. That makes more sense next week. Oh, I have a fan form for you next week. I'm gonna hold it though.
Next week's Cat Griz, but we can throw in a little NBA.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so next week
FBS. There's no good games in the FBS except Ohio State, Indiana. I think Ohio State has that at home.
Yeah, I guess we'll see this week if anything changes. They don't have buys, but we'll probably throw it in next week. Yeah, there won't be much to talk about.
Yeah, I do have a fan forum question for you that I'm gonna hold till next week.
Okay.
I will get you really juiced up for this rivalry.
Oh, God.
Plus, that has nothing to do with this game, so there was no point.
I just want don't even talk about it because right now I just want a Cats L this week to soak in.
Thought you wanted a Cats W.
Win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah,
that's my count. It's my counter argument. I would rather have the Cats lose. I don't want to see them go back to the national championship. I'm like one of the only Grizz fans that won't root for the Cats, even if they're like in the Natty.
You know, I hate that argument where it's like, oh, the Montana kids hate that argument.
It's written. It's irrelevant. Why
No,
am I gonna root?
there's a
I'm not gonna
rivalry.
root.
They chose the wrong side. It's on them.
Yeah, it's two complete opposite programs.
Yeah.
Do you think if Kansas and Kansas State or Texas and Texas Tech are in the national championship, the other one's rooting for the other? No.
Okay. As much as it pains me, it says, you think after UNC knocked off Coach K, that Duke went right around and be like, yeah, no, let's go UNC. This is our state. Yeah, show them. Fuck no.
No. No.
Biggest
I
game in
hate that
UNC
argument.
history. Yeah,
Many
no.
people, so many people support Grizz and Cats when it goes the distance.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not us, Jaden.
This
All
hate
right.
runs deep.
You slip. Jaden and I's parlay last week destroyed. Absolutely terrible.
I think only one hit. Hold on, I can check.
It was. It was only one. The Buccaneers spread was the only one that hit. Good job,
I was on that all week. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. All right, let's bounce back here. Oh, by the way, if we have another parlay like that, I say we change the slip name to the fade.
The fade.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The fade. The flop.
The flop or the fade. It's whatever. Yeah.
We'll just
just
it up till it hits.
Just don't follow. Yeah.
Don't follow. Fade us.
Yep.
Trent fades at Trent fades.
All right.
Okay. Last week I gave mine first, and then you went. So I want you to go first.
All right, for my NCAA spread, I'm looking at one like the Green Goblin mask right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You think?
Oh, fuck it. I'm going Portland State plus 17.5.
No way. Oh my.
There's a very obvious one that I was gonna do. There was a very obvious one that I was gonna do.
There's no way it's still left.
This is a lock, dude. Trust.
You're telling me
Obviously Georgia minus 10.5. Get on it now. But my pick is Portland State.
your own team. I like your own team spread more than not the Cats. I picked LSU -4 versus Florida.
Oh, I mean that's a lock, but I'm staying away from LSU. Okay, LSU doesn't exist until they fire Brian Kelly. He does not fit the LSU mold.
You need to just like hide your dad for the weekend, and the spread will hit.
Oh, probably. Well, hold on. What time's that game? There's a good chance he's not watching it.
LSU Florida. It's probably going to be
1:30. All right. Oh! I have a question. For you. Actually, let's finish the slip. Then I have a question.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
Well, we have to pick one, so we have to agree.
Well, I know, but what did you have?
LSU.
Oh, you had LSU. Well, obviously, you're not going to ride Portland State.
No, I do not. I hate that.
Now,
I hate that spread.
Hear me out. It's free. It's a lock.
No, it's not. It's
All
not
right,
a lock.
Fine. We'll go LSU. You know what we should do? You know what we should do, actually?
I'm not agreeing that on this slip. No way.
You know what we should do, though? We should have, like, ones we both agree on, and then ones we, like, the loser, and then just have, like, 2 parlays.
Oh, like Jaden's parlay.
Yeah. No. Oh, we could do that, too. But no, we still do, like, the agreeing one. Also, my original one was Georgia minus 10.5, but like I said, Portland State was speaking to me like the Green Goblin mask. but like, you know, so we're choosing LSU, fine. But in the other column, or the second parlay, we choose Portland State. So whichever one we don't take, we're also parlaying it. There's a good parlay and a bad parlay.
So we take the opposites.
Yes, the fade. We fade.
The fade.
Well, we don't fade, but yeah.
That means okay. So we should do that next week. Should have the fade and the flop.
Yeah.
If the slip doesn't hit.
If the slip doesn't hit. Yeah, slip's 0-1.
This week. Yeah, slip's 0-1, and then if it doesn't hit this week, we're going to the fade and the flop.
All right. Let's get to the over-unders.
All right, who you got?
Kansas BYU over 56.5.
I do like that more than mine.
What do you have?
do like that more than mine. Ohio State Northwestern over 44.5.
Yeah, I had a parlay last week of just thinking Ohio State could cover it on their own. They didn't, so I kind of stayed away. But no,
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of defense being played in this
And
one.
it's
It's
44 is low, but like I said, if Ohio State kills, then it's the same thing I did last week. I'm
you know what
college
other
over under.
spread? Yeah, you know what other spread I loved actually? Colorado
Hmm.
Utah 45 and a half or
Yeah,
over
that's
under.
low.
That's low, right? Am I the only one that thinks
That's
that's low?
low, and that's at
Obviously,
Colorado.
the problem is Utah can't put up points.
And their defense is better than average.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I,
thought Kansas BYU was the better one, so we're going with Kansas BYU.
Kansas BYU. Yep,
All
yep.
right, all right. NFL, you go first.
What was the over on
50,
Kansas BYU?
56 and a half.
56 and a half. Okay. NFL, I can go first. I'll give you my over under first.
Yep.
I'm going also your Jags Vikings over last week was bad.
I didn't expect Sam Darnold to throw 3 red zone picks, dude, and Mac Jones to be playing at all.
I think they scored like 25 points total.
No, it wasn't. It was like 12-6 or 12-9.
Yeah, it might be 21. Oh my God. That
Yeah,
was so
like I said,
funny.
what's his name? Touchdown
Fada.
Jesus. Trevor Lawrence is my fantasy QB. Obviously, I thought he was playing because every indication showed he was going to play. And then Sam Darnold just decided to only see the Vikings receivers in the red zone. It was BS. Or sorry, the Jags receivers in the red zone.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I
yeah.
took here. It's funny enough. I took Jags Lions over 47 because I think it's gonna be total opposite. I think.
You think the Lions are just going to wax?
I think they're gonna wax them and the Jags will score 14. 100%.
I mean, let's see if Mac Jones is playing or not.
Yeah.
I have Miami Raiders over 44 and a half.
See, where is it?
Miami.
Oh, it's in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go there.
Oh yeah. Shame we're not going to that because I would totally put on a Dolphins jersey.
I got a Ricky Williams one. Your name on it.
Well, you got 4 days to get here, so
I don't have 4 days worth of money to be there.
yeah, it's probably overall around $700 to do everything. Okay, I like yours. I do.
Going
What
mine
is it?
again? 44 and a half.
Dolphins, Raiders. Okay, and who's your spread?
Packers minus 5.5.
Same, 100% same.
All right, that one's easy.
Easy. So here's our slip. It is Kansas BYU over 56 and a half. LSU -4 versus Florida. Dolphins Raiders over 44 and a half. And Packers -6 versus the Bears. How you liking that? How are you liking that after those 4 selections?
I think it's a lot better than last week. Did a little bit more research on my picks this week.
I think this one's a
yeah,
little better. This one's a little better.
making sure quarterbacks were actually playing. So
that's better.
yeah,
That's definitely a good start.
and then if this, oh wait, no, it'll be too late. Never mind. Okay, if you make a Friday night bet, just sprinkle Portland State 17 and a half. Trust me, it's a lock. Maybe, I don't know.
Won't be me. It'll be all you cat boys, all you little pussy cats. You had a question for me before we're out of here.
Oh yeah. Regarding FBS football, is Big Noon Kickoff killing college football?
I haven't been a fan of it for a couple. How long?
Like any big game the Big Ten has, it's at noon. But the problem with that,
So early.
Yeah, it's so well. Not only is it so early, but like the Penn State wideouts are now Penn State versus Washington instead of Penn State Ohio State, which would have been just an electric wideout atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. I agree.
Or like
I agree.
yeah.
I don't like it so far.
Yeah, I think I saw a thing where all 6 of Ohio State's last 6 games are at noon.
And if you're East Coast, it's kind of fine. But like if you're West Coast trying to watch those games, like
Things at 10. The kickoff's at
that's
10.
early. That's early.
Yeah.
And that's when you're trying to get stuff done so you can watch football for the rest of the day, not turn on the biggest game of the day or one of the biggest teams playing. So
yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's killing it, but
definitely. All right. Well, any last thoughts before we get out of here for our second week?
No, I'm good. I think I got all out of my system. Talked about Duke, talked about LSU. We're back
That
on
one,
we're
that
back
one
on
is
the
a
Dolphins.
stress reliever. I could
Yeah.
hear it in your voice.
Yeah, we're back on Dolphins. Oh yeah. Okay, okay. I do have if Cats win, when Cats win, I want somebody for me who's listening. You know, like the almost Friday things, the almost Friday
Oh
things.
yeah,
I want that font and like a picture of like Tommy or like just any or just the team and just have it say wagon. I don't know why. I thought about it like throughout work today and I was just like, yeah, no. I need a wagon type of Instagram story here.
UC Davis, cook for us. Cook for us, Missoula fans, please. All right. Well, it was a fun one with you, Jaden.
That was a blast.
Until next week, thanks everyone for listening. Like, subscribe, post us. Don't post us. Do comment if you. We do appreciate having some more stuff to talk about. It is fun. That's
Yeah,
probably my biggest thing.
hit us up. Honestly, one of my favorite segments is the fan forum. Just it doesn't have to be about sports. It could be about like, types of cheeses.
Anything.
Yeah, literally.
We'll debate pizzas to clothing to cars. You'll win the cars because I don't know much, but it is what it is. But all right, we're out of here. Thanks for listening. Thee Brawl is out.
Been a while out for the weekend. Me, myself, and I, my three friends. They can feel us